The stuff about the bathroom, if people are separated by sex for safety, then why are you gonna put trans women in the men's bathroom? Why do you want to force us to be in the men's bathroom when you know what they're gonna do to us? Could you imagine having to share a bathroom with the average man? It's horrible to be threatened with a $100,000 fine to be safe because you want to pee safely. That's crazy. That's not right. I just want to say thank you to everybody who has ever supported trans people ever. Even if I'm upset with you, like, for, like, I don't know, for not doing enough for black folks, maybe, for not doing enough for other marginalized groups. But I just want to say thank you to everyone who has ever actually done anything to help us, to take us out of poverty, to help us to not be struggling, to help us to not be in the center of violence all the time.
Hi everybody. At this point, I don't even know what to think anymore, because these meltdowns and these crying fits and these attacks and yelling and screaming is not going to stop anything. Because if my memory serves me correct, all of these girls from Pose were not going to vote for Kamala Harris. They were all pushing for Jill Stein. And everybody was trying to tell them girls, no, no, no. Jill Stein is not going to get you where you want to be. And all these girls were crying about was they wanted to do something about freeing the Palestinian people that were being oppressed, you know, by those politicians and stuff that was funding all the tax dollars to go over there and do what it was doing. And people kept telling her, you know, hey, you need to vote Democrat, vote Kamala Harris, vote Democrat all the way down, because not only will that keep those people who are the orange away from doing what they're currently doing, but no, these girls were sitting here saying that the Democrats were just as bad as the Republicans. They kept saying it over and over again, to the point where I just unfriended them, stopped following them. I was like, oh my God, this is not going to end well if this woman does not become president. She's the vice president, so why shouldn't she become president? But no, India and what's the other, Angelica was over there pushing for Jill Stein. And everybody knew that Jill Stein was not about liberating Palestine. She wasn't about no Black Lives Matter. She wasn't with that shit. None of it. So why would you then try to push everybody over there to vote for that? And when they did, this woman ended up losing by a small margin. You know, when those numbers of Jill Stein could have went over there to help put Kamala in. So all of this crying and sniffling, to me, it just comes across like a grift. Like, it's Project 2025 is here. Project Esther is here. So what are you going to do now? Because the only thing you can do is vote. The only thing you can do right now at this particular time is go out and vote. Ain't no sense in crying and having mental meltdowns and all this mental gymnastics and yelling at, you know, Ryan and these people who, you know, the creators of producers of Pose. Like, make it make sense. This is not even making any sense at this point, because what the hell is he going to do? You know who the president is. You know who the cabinet members are. You know those South African oligarchs are. Everybody knows who all these people were. And Kamala was telling y'all in advance that this was going to happen. Y'all didn't believe her. Y'all thought y'all knew better than her, and you didn't. And now the people's lives are being ruined and destroyed, and things are falling apart. You're freaking out. But not really. I think you're grifting still. Some of y'all are grifting at this point, because I don't understand how you can be yelling and screaming when you went out there and pulled the lever for somebody that wasn't going to do anything. And when you had the option to vote for the Democrat, and then you're still over there picking at that lady at that book, her book signing. Leave that woman alone. She is not the president. You know where Pennsylvania Avenue is. You know where that white building is. That's where you need to be going, knocking at that door and asking for change and asking for the things that you want to get done. Because she can't do nothing because she is just a private citizen now. So I don't get it. I don't get India Moore. I don't get any of them girls from Pose that are over there was caping for Jill Stein when you knew she wasn't going to do anything for anybody. And where is she at now? I don't see nobody talking about her. She ain't nowhere to be found when the shit is hitting the fan now, for real. So, like, share, comment, vote. All I can tell you girls to do is vote. And if you might want to vote Democrat because at this point, the Democrats aren't the one who's causing the chaos. And so you might want to go back and do your homework and research on what the Democratic Party was all about and, you know, make some better choices for the next time, if there is a next time, because this man don't seem like he wants to let go of his money grab. So good luck with that. Stop crying. Ain't nothing to cry about now.